a mess. Wasn't ready to go live. Hey everyone, how are you? All right, so here we are. It's Friday already. Can you believe that? Holy moly. Friday, and it's time for a quick draw. So let's see what's going on for everybody. You like my thumbnail picture? I want to show you something. Let me get myself turned off here. But the thumbnail picture is actually this person here. I call her Sophie. Isn't she ugly? She's so ugly. She's beautiful. Anyway, she sits over here and she's like my co-pilot. The new addition to the family. It seems like every week I'm picking up a new addition to my family. Anyway, let's see what's going on. And let's turn our attention to what's going to go on this weekend. So I hope you guys are all doing really, really well. I am really grateful to be here, thankful to be here. It's been quite a week, but all of a sudden it was Friday. I don't know what happened. All right, so listen, people, we are going to start this reading. We're going to start with my Aries and see what's going on. I got funny hair. Gosh, I just wasn't ready to turn the camera on. All of a sudden there I was. All right, anyway, it happens. All right, let's see what is going on. We are going to start this reading. I knew that was going to happen. All right, let's see. I'm going to use Wisdom of the Oracle. And I don't know which tarot deck. Let's see. We've got, I don't know. I'm going to see which one I kind of gravitate to, and I'll just grab it, and then we'll be good to go. But I want to check in with each and every one of you for this weekend. So we're going to look at the energies for just the next 72 hours. Take what works, leave what doesn't. Check all your signs. Because we know sometimes it's our moon and our rising sign that seems to have a message that really makes sense, and not so much our sun sign. So check them all. Check them all. Myself, I check my North Node. And it seems like that North Node is always on point for me. So just saying, just saying. All right, let's see. Let's turn our attentions to my Aries. Aries, how are you doing? Hope everything is well. I see an issue around money. Is there an issue around money with you guys? Let's see what's going on. All right, Aries, you ready? Grateful, thankful for these messages for you. Ooh, what's this? Deep knowing. All right, there's something. See, you know, when we have a hit or we just have this gut feeling and we don't follow through on it, what happens, right? I feel as if some of you Aries might have had this gut feeling about a situation. You just knew something, right? Mending, probably something around people. So either this is a situation that, you know, you knew how it was going to go down between you and someone else, or, I mean, I don't know. Let's see what else we got for you. All right. Let's see what else we have for you. Oh, Aries, time to go. Ooh, see this. There's something needs to come to an end. All right. Let's see. Let's look at this. I mean, you know, something needs to end. You just know this. All right. So I feel like with that being said, what's the bottom of the deck? Between worlds. Ooh. See, you are definitely at a crossroads, Aries. You have got to make some kind of a decision, and it's a big one. Because it is time to go, and you know this. And you know, when we don't, you know, it's like I was saying, when we do something, we don't follow through on our intuition. If our intuition says, don't go to the beach today, right? And then we go to the beach today, and then you end up with, like what happened to my sister, a straw stuck in her ear, and then she ended up at the ER, and we had to, you know, it was a big deal. Don't go to the beach today. If everything is saying don't go, don't go. All right. And in any kind of situation, but I feel like this is something that you know needs to stop. Okay. And that's what I got. Something needs to stop, Aries. So this weekend, that may be a truth that comes towards you. So just know that if you shouldn't be doing something and you are doing it, it's not going to have a good end result. Okay. Because that's just how life goes, right? But let's turn to the tarot and see what's going on. Funny that card didn't want to go through. What's going on? All right, we have cards wanting to just stick to my fingers. Strength card. All right, so if this is something you need to let go of, according to the Oracle, you have what it takes to put something to an end, to go in a different direction, to make a move, to do something, right? To do something. Let's see what else do we have for you, Aries. Let's see if anything else wants to come through. All right, Aries. Let's see. Let's just see if something wants to jump out. Knight of Cups. All right, we do have a couple things. All right, so, you know, if you're dealing with someone, all right, I feel as if, you know, you're just not satisfied with the situation. And it could be around, you know, someone, it could be around, you know, this thing that you need to end. I think that's very personal. I have a different story coming out here now with these cards. But, you know, for some of you, if you are dealing with someone and you're just not sure about their intentions towards you, I almost feel as if there is this energy between you and another person. And here you are. I mean, look at you. You are the Queen of Swords. And it's like you rule right now. Right? That's what I'm getting. You rule right now. And I feel as if you have a lot of power. You have a lot of strength. And I'm also getting you have a lot of advantage. So whatever this advantage is, I feel as if there is this energy around someone else who is trying to figure out what is it that they can do to kind of make an offer to you. Because I just feel as if you've been very dissatisfied with this person's actions. And I feel as if they've gone away and they're sitting here trying to figure something out because they want a second chance. And here we have the Moon card. So I feel as if the Moon card is kind of, these guys are howling at the moon. It's almost as if it's really time for you, Aries, to, you know, I want to say bite the bullet. And, you know, face this person head on. If this is, if you have somebody, because I feel as if they want to approach you, you're in a seat of power. They're not so much. And I feel as if you're already seated. They're coming towards you. So I feel as if this is a situation where they have really thought long and hard about how to approach you, because somebody wants a second chance. Somebody wants to see if maybe we can, you know, put away the past and renew something. You know, this, when we have the Judgment card, it usually says that there could be second chances. So I'm feeling like this weekend there could be a lot around a conversation about how do we move forward. All right, because especially if somebody is just not satisfied. It's funny, I'm feeling like you're dealing with a Cancer. I don't know, he's got a crab on here. I was picking up Cancer here. It could be anybody. You know who it is. But yeah, Aries, I just feel as if that's something that is going to come up this weekend, you know, where, you know, this is somebody who's just not happy and trying to figure out, how can I come back? Really, how can I come back? Bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups. I think they want to come back, and maybe this is one of these things where it's a couple that had a separation, right? Maybe you had a separation and you guys took some time apart. But I feel like somebody really wants to come back into the family. They're not sure whether or not it's too late is what I'm feeling. Because here they are sitting here, Nine of Pentacles, a little dark, not really knowing if there is a second chance to happen. So this may be a conversation that comes up. So we'll see, right? We will see. But there's definitely something you have to end as well. And maybe this is, it's all connected, right? All right, moving on. Let's turn to our Taurus and see how's our Taurus doing. All my Taurus are doing well. Good to have you in the house. Thanks for being part of my chat. If you stick around and you're here all the way to the end, or maybe you leave and you come back, I'll pull some cards for you if you have a question. I'm always happy to do that. All right, let's see what's going on for all of my Taurus. I hope you're doing well. You've had a rough go at it first half of the year, but now hopefully we're all on the downswing, right? Let's see what's going on for my Taurus. To the sea. Unfinished business, here and now. So I feel as if there's something keeping you from moving forward. All right, here we have this unfinished symphony coming up reversed. And, you know, here you are in your little boat, you know, your head down, really feeling like you can't really go anywhere until something gets done. So I'm feeling this very stuck energy. All right, but let's go a little deeper here. We have the here and now, which is about being very present. So I feel like, and I think this came up in your reading, Taurus, I feel as if, you know, you've got to let go of issues of the past, and you need to quit worrying about what's going to come, all right? Because we hold on to a lot of fear from the things that have happened to us in the past. And we create a lot of anxiety for fear of what's going to happen in the future. But it's in this present moment that the magic happens. So I feel as if, you know, for some of you, Taurus, you're a fixed sign. This isn't easy for you. I get it. You know, you're a very grounded sign. You don't like to just let things go. But this is time because I feel like it's keeping you from moving towards your true north. All right. So, yeah, Taurus, acceptance of the past. All right. Be present. Be really, really present. We cannot worry about something that has not even happened. All right. So, big message for you to really think about that. And here again, it's like you don't know how to start a new life, a result of whatever it is that was not finished, that never happened. So I feel like right now it's really important, Taurus, that you rest. All right, this is about you, self-care, giving yourself baby steps, taking the time that you need to nurture, to just let your body heal. There's a lot of healing that wants to happen with you, but there's also closure. All right, because at the same time, life is happening every moment. Every moment. We wake up and it's a new day. There's a new rising of the sun. And every day we have a new opportunity to shine with that sun or not. So I feel as if it's time for you to start looking at a bright new day, Taurus. It would do you a lot of good. And really take the time that you need to take care of you. But embrace each new day. All right, because that's really important. Because if not, we fall into a depression, and then we can't get out of it, and then it just becomes just this way of life, and then we get really stuck in it. And I don't want you to be stuck. I want you to shine bright like that sun. All right, so yeah, let's stay focused. All right, let's turn to the tarot, Taurus, and see what is going on for you. Really grateful, thankful for all these messages. Why are my cards sticking? There is something sticky on my cards. This is why. But on the sticky card that I pulled out, we have here the 9 of Wands. So you're feeling very trapped and very guarded, and not really sure about what's in front of you. You're keeping yourself. You have put all these wands around. And then what we have here, Page of Swords, reversed to the Star. Again, talking about these oracle cards, Taurus. We have got to find hope again. We have to find the strength to begin anew, all right? The Page of Swords is a fresh new beginning. Stand in your power, stand in your truth. So I feel like this is a very personal reading for someone who really needs to, make the effort, okay? You're going to have to, this is one of those things where you got to dig deep, Taurus. You got to dig deep. And you've got to dig deep and you've got to pull yourself out of this place that you're at and just be present in the moment. If you go, say, to the farmer's market, go with no expectations. Just go to the farmer's market. And at the farmer's market, you may run into people you haven't seen in a long time, right? And then there's these wonderful little conversations. So it's about getting back out there and really finding your life. Because when we see the Star card, it says that you went through something. And now it's time to come into balance and shine really bright. And really be present in the moment, all right? So I feel like that's a really important message. Because emotionally, to stay down like this, it does, who's getting hurt is you. You're the one that's continuing to keep yourself in pain. So it's really important that you get a hold of your emotions. And I'm going to tell you something. For the last month, I don't know if you guys know, I suffer from anxiety. I suffer from depression. Horribly. And a friend of mine whispered in my ear and said, you should try ashwagandha. So for the last 3 weeks, I've been trying ashwagandha. But I've also added magnesium into my diet. And I got to tell you, it is like night and day in my mind. So Taurus, this is just what I do. Find something that helps deal with, all of the fired up nerves that you have on you, and just kind of see what you can do to calm you down. All right. The magnesium, that's a miracle worker. Honest to God. So I just want to share that with you. I'm not a doctor. This is just what I do. And it works for me. So there are things out there that you can do that work for you. All right. To pull you up out of this state so that you can start to embrace every new day. all right? And shine bright like the sun, all right? You are the one that has put you in this place here, all right? And it's now for you to come out. It's okay. It's safe for you to come out, all right, Taurus? Does that help? I'm going to tell you that. It's very safe for you to come out. All right. Let's move on now to my Gemini. What's going on for all my Gemini? Next 72 hours. This is just a short little period of time. This is just how like the weekend is going to go, you know? So we got to get out of our heads, right? And enjoy the weekend. Go to the beach, take a hike in the woods, maybe clean your house, I don't know, take a bath, those kind of things. It's the weekend. What are you going to do to find joy in your weekend? All right, everyone, let's see what's going on for my Geminis. Grateful, thankful to each one of you for tuning in, hitting that like button, being a part of my channel. I just really appreciate you. Thanks for doing that. All right, let's see. What is going on? Gemini, are we happy? Look, happy, happy. I like that you're happy. Oh. You know, I think there's this situation coming up with you where, you know, you take a chance. And sometimes that's when we realize that, you know, I don't like to take chances. Maybe, you know, that's a big risk. I don't know whether we should do that. But then when you take that chance and you do it, you find out how enjoyable it is and how happy it is. So, like, this weekend, Gemini, take a chance on something. Because I feel like whatever it is, take a chance. I mean, here she is. Come to the edge. You know, just jump off that cliff. You're going to find yourself really having a good time. All right. So this is, you know, this is also telling me that, you know, break up a pattern. You know, if every weekend you come home from work on Friday, you know, you crash, your house is a mess, you wake up on Saturday, you clean your house, you go out, you do the lawn, you come back, you do something else. You know what I mean? Like, rather than do that, do something spontaneous. You know, just take a chance, do something you've never done before. Because I feel as if, and you know, you feel like you're not ready. You're ready. Take a chance, all right? You know, when we get out of the comfort zone, that's when the magic happens. I mean, truly, that's when the magic happens. So I feel like Gemini, this is one of those weekends. Get out of your comfort zone so that the magic can happen. All right, let's turn to the tarot and see what's going on with each and every one of you. Really grateful, thankful to have you all a part of my channel. We got a couple people in the house. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate you. I'm not going to take those. All right, let's see. What is going on for my Geminis for the next 72 hours? So if it doesn't resonate, check your sun, moon, rising, Venus. I like to check my north node. You know, just check the other signs. All right, let's see what's going on. Gemini, I feel like there's something going to be said. You know what I feel, Gemini? I feel like somebody's going to say something to someone else. Here we have this King of Wands, right? And I almost feel like this person says something to this person, and boy, it leaves a big impact. It kind of leaves them floored, literally, right? Yeah, I just feel as if somebody really, I mean, this is a very big sword on this card, right? Somebody really comes down and has something to say to this king. So maybe you say something to your dad or to your boss or to somebody who's in more of an elder or more authoritative kind of position. Now, this is the King of Wands. This is somebody who may be an artist, a business owner, an entrepreneur of sorts. You know who this person is. But I feel as if somebody tells this person a truth and it really floors them. Yep. So now this king is faced with decisions. Because I feel as if something that this person delivers, this news, really kind of, you know, pulls the rug out from underneath you. And this could be you to someone else or someone does this to you. All right? We all know who we are in this story. Page of Wands. Here we are. Somebody's listening. So I feel as if this is something that somebody says to someone else and it's a long time coming. So this could be, you know, a couple people here because we got 2 pages. You know, this could be 2 people. One listening to what the other one is saying to this person. So there could be something going down this weekend. I got to take another card. 2 of Swords. Oof. Yeah. So whatever this is, it brings up an energy, Gemini, of here are your choices. Look, and you're like very confident about this. You are the air sign, right? Look, here are your choices. That's what you got. And I feel like you tell this person, this is it. This is the choice. You either do this or this. Either, you get on the boat or you get off the boat. And I feel like this is the kind of message. But it kind of takes this person by, it's like, it's not that they don't expect it. I don't think they ever think it would be delivered. Okay, so it's not like this is a surprise, even though they may act like it's a surprise. I just feel as if they just didn't think it would ever get to this point where now they're faced with a decision. And it's a decision that you put out there. And you're like, it's either this or this. Something's got to give. All right? Ooh, intense weekend for you guys, Gemini. All right, so listen, if it resonates, that's great. And if it doesn't, that's all right. All right? Take what works, leave what doesn't. We all know who we are in the story. These sometimes they get very specific. So how can it be for everyone, So honestly, take what works, leave what doesn't. And somebody hit that like button. Thank you. All right, let's go back and turn to my Cancers. How are you guys? All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Cancer, what's going on? For all my Cancers at this time, grateful, thankful for the energies for each one of you. Let's see how your weekend's going to go. Next 72 hours, please. We are really thankful for the messages for the next 72 hours. Look at that. Time to go. Reverse. There's something you got to put down, too. Who had that? Aries. Maybe you're dealing with an Aries. Something's got to go. All right. Between worlds. Look at this. Wow. You really are at a point, just like Aries, where you have got to make a decision. And you know exactly what the decision is. I mean, here, we saw that, oh, look, and Not For You comes out. Cancer, be done with it, all right? Just be done with it. That's what I'm feeling. Be done with it, all right? You know you're at a crossroads. You know you have no choice. It is time to get off the pot, all right? That's what I'm feeling for you. Because there's definitely something that you're not supposed to be doing. You're doing it. It's not good for you. You know it's something you have to, quit doing, whatever that is. And here's the thing. The minute you quit doing it, okay, you turn into this bright colored flamingo. It's like the world goes from black and white to technicolor because you made a change. Think about that. Think about that for a moment. All right, Cancer, let's see. What is going on for all of my Cancers? For the current energies for the next 72 hours. What's going on for all my Cancers? Grateful, thankful for the messages for my Cancers. Really appreciate you. Hit that like button. Yep. See, I say that because it really helps my channel. And I'm doing everything I can on my channel. I've been on here like 5 years, right? And I've grown so slowly. So by doing this, it gets me out there because the algorithm does what it does. And, I just want to throw the readings out because there's a lot of you out there, and there's a lot of us tarot readers, and we all have a message, right? So I just want to put my message out there. All right, Cancer, what's going on? I'm going to tell you right off the bat. Sometimes, Cancer, you can't have everything your own way, all right? Period. You just can't, especially when you work with other people. There's two people, two opinions. Oh my goodness, what's going on? All right, we have the Ace of Swords, we have the Nine of Cups, both reversed. And then we have you coming out here as the King of Cups. So I feel that, like, emotionally, I just get this, a lot of selfishness. It's almost, and to me, it's more out of fear. You're so afraid of something, that it goes in the other extreme. So a lot of polarity here. So it wouldn't surprise me if somebody is bipolar, all right? Or has those kind of bipolar tendencies where, 1 minute they're good and the next minute something happens that you don't know about, and now the bullets are flying. So I feel like there's somebody who's around Cancer who, is emotionally stuck. And I just feel as if you just got real with yourself, things would change. And again, if you just get real with yourself and quit doing something that you know you're not supposed to be doing, life is going to change. So then we have the Five of Swords coming up here. All right, so look at this. Five of Swords is about, winning at all costs. It can also be about, someone sneaking around. Here we got this person, in the middle of the night. He's going to do something behind people's back. So maybe there's somebody around you that might do something behind your back while people are sleeping. So, it's one of those things. If you're, maybe while you're sleeping, just make sure your car is locked, your door is locked, things of that nature, right? Because I'm just picking up this really dark energy and negative energy when, when you're not around. It's like somebody's trying to do something to your property. Just lock all the doors, okay? And then I see the Two of Wands and the Lovers reversed. So these two are also reversed. So you got all your cards are reversed except for this Five of Swords. You don't want anybody to know what you're really doing, all right? Well, the thing is that it shows. Even though you don't want anybody to know, it does end up coming out in the wash. And we have the Two of Wands coming up reversed, all right? So this is not wanting to make a decision to go in another direction. So there's some stubbornness here, all right? And then we have the Lovers. It's also coming up reversed. So maybe emotionally you can't get past an old relationship, or maybe somebody from the past can't let go of you. Whatever it is, I feel as if this energy of this relationship from the past, it's like you can't let go of it and move on. You keep waiting to see if maybe something's going to happen, right? But in the meantime, it's leaving you feeling emotional unstable and, Nine of Cups. This is not getting in your way. This is not getting what you want. This is not getting what you wish for. And a lot of times it doesn't happen because of a lot of, selfishness and indulgence. And, the Ace of Swords could be like you're not being very honest either. So for whoever you are, Cancer out there, I think you've got to get very honest with yourself first, because you're coming from a place of, this negative energy. So until you deal with it inside of you, you can't change the external world. So it's like you've got to get your insides to match your outsides. So this weekend, Cancer, I just see that, you can't have things your way all the time. And you've got to make the changes here, because you can't remain stuck in this past energy and not wanting to go out, because the minute you get out of this past energy and you have an option, you might meet somebody new. Somebody who's really good for you. But as long as you stay in this place, waiting, hoping that maybe somebody from the past is going to renew this relationship, I just feel like it's a false promise. I think, you're the one, you're keeping yourself stuck, Cancer, in this situation. And you really got to let it go. This card really wants you to let it go. I want you to really look at it. You can walk really out of this place of realizing that you cannot grab a hold of somebody who's already gone and have them come back into your life. It's time for you to really find your own color again. All right, so this is a good weekend for you to realize, when things don't go your way, that maybe you're the problem. All right, and I'm sorry to say it that way, but, I feel like you got to wake up a little bit, Cancer, and really see, what are you hanging on to that's keeping you from, really feeling better about life, right? Because black and white to Technicolor, it's up to you. All right, moving on. All right, I'm going to put a little cedar down there for you, all right, Cancer? Because I know this isn't easy. So, yeah, that was a hard one. But, you and like many of us, we get stuck and we don't know how to move out. Heartbreak is real. And I feel like you suffered true heartbreak with this situation. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I just want you to take care of yourself. All right, Cancer. So let's move on to my Leos. Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Leo, Leo, Leo. What's going on for my Leos? Grateful, thankful for all of my Leos, for your energy, for being a part of my reading, for popping in. Let's see what's going on for my Leos. All right, Leo, first card out is here and now. You too, boy. This is like a theme. Notice the theme that's going through. Here and now. It is so important for us to not fall into patterns of the past, thoughts of the past, being stuck in energies of the past. We have good memories of the past, but that's not what we go back to. We go back to, oh my gosh, and this and that, and then, but these are painful issues that are coming up, Leo. And, you can't worry about what's going to happen in the future. Because they did this in the past, they're going to do this moving on. I mean, maybe not. We don't know. All right. But this card is really asking you, Leo, to focus, meditate, be very present, very mindful. I mean, karma is as karma is. So I feel like that whatever the situation you're dealing with, it's a bigger picture and it's not all yours. So it's like you might as well let it go, right? And accept the things you cannot change and change the things you can. That is the message of this Fates card. And here with this present card, here, be here now, right? This is really asking you to just accept things as they are, all right? Because it is how it is. Even if you don't want to. Right? We have to really just kind of really be present. And we got to make the changes that are going to help us out. So this weekend, don't let your head run away with you, all right? Because this is just for 72 hours. It's just a short period of time. It's not forever. So it's just about you, Leo. Just kind of, checking yourself. Check yourself at the door, right? Check yourself at the door. All right, here we go, Leo. Let's see what the tarot has to say. First card out is the Nine of Swords. Look at this. You've got to just kind of let things go, because when we see the Nine of Swords, you could be fighting a losing battle. This is a situation that just doesn't seem to be going anywhere. It's going to come to an end anyway. So whatever it is, it's really time to let it go, all right? If it's not your battle, don't get involved. If it's not your trauma, it's not your trauma, right? This is about you really kind of letting go what is not yours to hang on to, all right? And I feel like this weekend, because there's no winning, look, there's no winning. What is the point of me continuing the way I'm going when there's not going to be a good ending anyway, right? So cut your losses. Right, and then you feel better. Look, it may not be, the ideal solution, but at this point, you have got to cut your losses, right, and get some stability. The Queen of Pentacles is about gaining stability. So whatever this situation is that you've got to kind of let go of, Leo, I feel as if you have to do what you have to do, to remain stable in this world, right? And that's mentally, that's physically, buy our home, pay the bills. We have we have to do what we have to do for our highest good, mine, yours, it's like, it's not about someone else's. You can't do it for someone else. And I want to say this because this kept coming up this week. God helps those who help themselves, Leo. All right. And there is so much truth and wisdom in that. Because when somebody is handed money, how quickly that money goes, right? But when we work for our money, it can last, right? And that's how it is with all kinds of situations, emotional situations. The same thing. If we give too much emotionally, there won't be enough left, and you'll never be able to have enough to give more of. So it's like, you got to cut your losses, Leo, seriously. And I think this weekend, whether people like it or they don't like it, that's the direction I think you are really moving in. Because you need stability. You need to be grounded. You, not them, you. All right, Leo. I want to see you grounded. I want to see you taking a deep breath in nature, enjoying the sounds of the birds singing, really stopping and smelling those roses. Because that's really where you, Leo, will find a lot of peace, all right? And just enjoying the beauty and the life around you. You're a Leo, for crying out loud. The sun rules you, all right? So we got to do what we got to do to shine bright, right? All right, let's move on to my Virgos. Virgo, what's what's going on? What do we have going on for my Virgos? Grateful, thankful to each one of you for being here. All right, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. What's going on for all my Virgos? Grateful, thankful for the messages that come through for each one of you. Happy to be here. Let's see what the next 72 hours hold for my Virgos. Flexible. Some of us need to be a little flexible. And look, this card, it hit my glass. Did you hear it ding? And it came up upside down. Look at these two cards. There is this real need for you to really ground yourself. Because I feel like, Virgo, you not bending and wanting something to go your way, you're gonna break, right? You're gonna break. So be really careful about that. What's the bottom of the deck here? Orphaned. There's in trying to do things so that you don't feel as if, you're on your own little boat lost at sea. I feel as if, when you reach out, you've got to be a little bit flexible with the help that comes through. Do you know what I mean? Like if I call you up and I say, hey, Virgo, I need you to come over and help me out for a minute. I just need you to watch the kids. And then you turn around and you're like, no, I don't want to watch the kids. Even though you could watch the kids, you're choosing not to watch the kids because you just don't want to do it. And I just feel as if, you have got to kind of temper your energies a little bit. And when you are a little bit more flexible, the people around you will be a little bit more flexible. All right. It's a win-win for everybody when we're all compromising. So I feel like that's a big word for you this weekend, right? Compromise. But let's see what the tarot has to say for you, Virgo, for the next 72 hours. Really grateful, thankful for each one of you being here. What does the tarot have to say to all my Virgos? Grateful, thankful for your energies, being a part of my channel. Hit that like button. That really helps me out. All right, let's see. First card out for you. 4 Pentacles reversed to the King of Wands reversed to the 8 of Swords reversed. If you don't have the money, don't spend it. Okay? King of Wands coming up reversed. I just feel as if somebody makes you do things you don't want to do. All right? And then here we have the 8 of Swords, but you don't say anything. I mean, that's very dark here. You not saying anything. Who is this King of Wands? Who is this King of Wands? Look at this. The High Priestess comes through. You know that this person is hanging you up. So whoever this person is, I don't feel like they're your married person. I feel like they are a person. They could be your husband. Who's just really making you do things you don't want to do, spend money you don't have, really hanging you up. I mean, I feel as if you can't not say anything anymore. I mean, look how tied up you are in this tree. It's time to get out of this tree. You've got to untangle yourself from this situation because you're not saying anything. And, you've got to speak your truth. If you don't have money, you can't give them money. If you don't have, a resource, you can't give them a resource, right? I mean, you can give them a shower, you can give them food, but you can't go out and buy them anything, right? So I feel as if you've been really hung up as to what to do about this person, but you know exactly what you need to do. You know exactly what you need to do. Some of you may actually go and try to talk to somebody, try to get some advice this weekend. Because I feel like this person, once again, forces you to do something you don't want to do. Spend money on something you don't want to spend. Have you do something that, it just ties you up even more, right? So I feel as if maybe some of you actually reach out. Because this is a very kind, very nurturing, very loving, very intuitive, very, very emotionally stable person. And I feel like you might reach out to this person and ask them, what should I do? What if I say something, this will happen. If I don't say something, this will happen. Because I feel like you're really stuck, Virgo. So know, somehow you've got to find some resolution. Because like I said, you know, if this person comes up and says, you know, give me $20 and you don't have $20, and then they get mad because you don't have $20, and now this has turned into something else because you don't have $20 that they need, and then they want you to go get $20, and then you have to go ask somebody $20 because you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel as if this person is going to give you some guidance. All right, you know, and listen to them, Virgo, because I feel like this person has really good advice for you in how to handle this situation so that you're not left dealing with someone who is just leaving you with, you know, like leading you down a dark hole, right? You don't want to go down a dark hole. No, we don't want to go down a dark hole. We want to come up out of a dark hole. So don't be afraid to seek counsel. You know, because I think there's people, and I keep feeling like there's people in higher places, like people who like you really respect. That's who you go to. All right, the high priestess. This is somebody who you really seek their wisdom. Like, and if they tell you, you know, this is what's going down, maybe you should listen. You know, this you could call, you know, your gypsy fortune teller, so to speak. And maybe some of you actually go talk to somebody like that. You know, but I just feel as if you have got to really seek wisdom and advice. And almost for me, because this is what happened with a lot of readings, it's confirmation. When a stranger, you know, sits in front of you and tells you something that resonates to your life, you know, it just, you get those chills. It's like, it's confirmation that, yeah, this is what you need to do, right? So maybe you need to heed the advice of whoever it is this weekend you seek out, all right? Don't just ask them and then blow off their advice, because that, one, is rude. And two, you know, you're never going to take advice until you're ready, but don't go to somebody for help and then not like it, because this actually has happened just recently with someone, and, you know, how they responded to their help. I mean, they sought help and said, what can I do? You know, and it's like, do you really want me to tell you? And they told them, and when they didn't like it, you know, and who is it? It's Tyler from Tyler's Tarot. He always says hit dog hollers, you know, so if this person giving you advice, it stings. It's because it's true, all right? So that's what I got for you, Virgo. Oh my goodness. Intense weekend. I think a lot of things are going to really come to light and get cleared up. I mean, we're moving towards a new moon. So, you know, this is an opportunity for new beginnings. But out with the old and in with the new when we have these new moons, right? Because we want to start new things. We want to end things that aren't good for us and begin new things, right? There you have it. All right, good luck with that, Virgo. Let's turn to my Libras. Libra, what's going on for all my Libras? Grateful, thankful for the messages for all of my Libras. Libra, Libra, Libra. What's going on, Libra? All right, Libra, you ready? Current messages. Yang. Ooh, that's some masculine energy. Some of you guys may be working this weekend. Whenever I see the Yang, I always think of work. Because that's the masculine side of us. Yeah, you know, listen, some of you Libras are going to be overworked and you're not going to be very good. All right, here we have, you know, it's nap time for a nap, and you're not taking a nap. So be careful, Libra, if you are overworking yourself. All right, because when we overwork ourselves, then we make mistakes. So whatever you do today, go over it again tomorrow, just to make sure that you didn't really like screw yourself. Because I feel as if you could really miss some details that are really important. So yeah, if you are at work, I know you're biting the bullet. Maybe you're burning the candle at both ends this weekend. But I am sensing that a lot of you Virgos could be dealing with some unfinished business. And I feel like you got to do it, because if you don't do it, you know, it'll be worse later on. This isn't one of those weekends where you can just say, oh, that's right, I'll pick it up when I go back into the office on Monday. I feel like whatever you have to do this, all right? There's a deadline. You got to meet it, all right? All right, let's see. What else is going on for my Libras? Grateful, thankful for my Libras. Working hard, burning the candle at both ends. It happens, right? You know, today's sacrifice can be tomorrow's reward, right? All right, let's see what's going on. Libra, what's going on for my Libras? This card wants to come out. 3 of Wands reversed. Yeah, see, this is about, you know, if you don't do something, something's not going to come in. And you need whatever it is to happen. Yep, and here we have a Fool. Now, for others of you, now here's the thing. You know, this whole overworked and, you know, just really not having enough sleep or anything, you know, this could lead you to want to take a new direction. Because sometimes, you know, work, we can only do so much, right? And when it starts to get too intense, I mean, we're starting to look for an outlet. And I feel like some of you Libras might be like, I don't know if this is going to pan out for me. I don't know if I can handle a job like this. I don't know if I, you know, want to be burning the candle at both ends. So some of you may actually choose to go in a new direction. 4 of Swords reversed. You know, you just don't want to make any mistakes that you're going to regret later. You know, when we have the 4 of Swords, again, there's this very unsettled energy with whether I go or do I stay or should I, you know, I don't want to make a mistake. You know, we got swords here, you know, it's just like I don't want to screw myself if I choose to go in a new direction because I just can't do this anymore. But, you know, if physically your body is saying you need to stop something, then maybe you do need to go in a new direction. And I don't know why I said that, but I feel as if, you know, right now you feel like you can't. I think you really want to. But what is this closed door here? I'll pull one more card out here. See, I feel like, Libra, for some of you, there's somebody who doesn't want you to go in a new direction. All right, we got a Page of Swords, we got a Page of Pentacles. Here you are wanting to, you know, maybe go in a new direction and somebody else says, no, I don't want you to do this. But I feel like you got to stand up and say, but I'm going to do it anyway. All right, you're not the one going to work. You're not the one who's exhausted. You're not the one, right? So I feel as if you've got to stand in your power, because when we have the Page of Swords, this is delivering a very powerful message, all right, Libra? And this one is about, you know, really kind of doing what you want to do, how you want to do it, how, you know, and really starting it. Like, you don't want to wait. You want to start something new. Maybe go back to school, right? Some of you may want to go back to school. Maybe some of you want to go take a workshop, you know, that'll give you a certification. But I feel like somebody doesn't want you to do it. Or maybe you feel like you don't have the money to do it. And this is where the magic comes in. Where there's a will, there's a way. If you really want to start something new and go in a new direction, then you will. And if you don't, then you don't, right? Because it's you who is either going to start something new or not. And either you can come up with excuses, because I'm hearing excuses. You can have a lot of excuses as why not to do something. Why not to go in a new direction? Maybe, oh, I'm too old. Oh, I've already got 4 kids. I don't have time to go to school. Oh, I can't do that. You know, so I'm hearing excuses with you, Libra. No excuses. I think you have to deal with the fact that you're exhausted, you're tired, you're overworked, you don't have enough money. Something's got to change, right? And if making this change says, well, if I go back to school and I do this program for 8 months, at the end of 8 months, they automatically, you know, find you this job here in this place. Why aren't you doing it? Right? So anyway, that's the energy I'm pulling up for you, Libra. All right? Don't let excuses keep you from doing what it is you want to do. That's what I got. All right. Next, Scorpio. My Scorpios have been very quiet. You know, there's sometimes when I do readings, I can feel a Scorpio energy at the very beginning, like, read me right now. But you guys have been quiet. Why have you been quiet? Army life. Hi. Nice to have you in the chat. Where am I from? Originally, I'm from New Jersey, so you might pick up that accent. But I live in the Southwest now. All right. So welcome. It's nice to have you here. Thank you for your service. It's rough out there, right? I am also from the USA. I really appreciate you. Like I said, thanks for your service. All right. Moving on. Let's see what's going on for my Scorpios. My quiet Scorpios. Scorpio. All right. For a lot of you, Scorpio, there is this real need to bring peace into your life. You know, and peace and balance, seriously. And I feel as if you're right there. I mean, you are truly right there. You just have to push it through. Maybe you've been waiting for a while. Maybe you've been waiting for something legal to come through, because we do see this card of, to be fair, it could indicate maybe some legal issues. But I'm feeling as if there is this need for something to get settled for you to move on with your life. Yeah, and it's time. I feel as if it's time, you know, and, you know, this is one of those things, and I just feel like a lot of us are getting this wake-up call. And what the wake-up call is like, you know, I feel like my life is slipping away from me, right? And have you felt that? I mean, a lot of people, I think, have been feeling that. And I've got to do some changes, you know? It's like, I could have this whole new life, but I don't. I could have this really amazing, this peaceful new life, but I don't. You know, I mean, I want us to have balance. This is what I'm looking for in my new life. It's time. It's time, and you know it. It's time for you to wake up and start living life, all right? So whatever has been keeping you back, keeping you down, I think, you know, things are about to turn. I am feeling like it's about to turn, because it's time. You know, it's what they say, you know, when the student is ready, the teacher will come. When it's time for you to get a good job, you're going to get a good job. When it's time, you know, and I feel like this is what's going on. It's time for you. Don't question it. Just do you. I mean, Scorpio, it's really asking you to kind of take the chance. You're going to be really surprised, right? Because it's so easy for us to just hang on, right? What's hard is letting go and something different. But I feel as if, you know, this new life that's waiting for you, Scorpio, look what it's going to bring you. A lot of milk and honey. It'll bring everything you ever wanted, right? So it's time. It is time for all of us to wake up and walk towards the life that we want. And you especially. Hi, Anna. So nice to have you back in the chat. Good to see you. All right, listen, I'm reading for Scorpio, and it's intense, so I'm going to keep going. What's going on with my Scorpios? New life for Scorpio. What can you tell me? This is only for the next 72 hours. So I think this weekend, you know, wake up, Scorpio. Wake up. Life wants you to live it. Yeah. And here, look, we have the Seven of Wands reversed, and we have the Six of Swords. So it's like you have got to quit feeling like you don't have what it takes to move on and out of this situation. You do. You truly do. You have what it takes. You have everything you need to, like, change tracks. You know, you're on a track, get on a second track. All right? Death card. It wants you to change. All right? It wants you to stop doing what you're doing. Wake up. A new life is waiting for you. A very good life is waiting for you. But you have to make the choice, all right? You can continue as you are, or you can wake up. Wake up, Scorpio. I feel like something really wants to come to an end with you. Look, it really wants to come to an end. Let's put this down once and for all. All right, Hierophant, your spirit's talking. You know the direction you need to go in. You're just afraid. Don't be afraid of your success. Don't be afraid of what you can do. Don't be afraid to share your gifts. Don't be afraid to be who you are. Because I feel as if you have many gifts. And when you leave this area that you're in, your gifts, that's when they start to shine. And you don't even know the kind of gifts you have. That's one of these magical things that everybody looks at you and it's just like, do you ever notice how Scorpio can do this and it's like flawless and it was as if it took nothing to do, and yet I try to do it and I stumble and I fall and I trip. I mean, that's the kind of gifts and talents you have. They're so natural, all right? But you're holding back your natural talents, Scorpio. It is time to open up, let them up. The Spirit wants you to use the gifts that you were given. That's why you have gifts, right? And this could be any kind of gift. Look, it's your work. It's your work. You have gifts, Scorpio. Creator gave you gifts. Use them, all right? So I think this weekend you start to really think about that. And it's time, all right? The only fear that we have is fear itself, right? And it's such an ugly energy because it keeps us back. It is time for you to shine. All right, moving on to my Sagittarians. Sagittarians. Now, Army Life wants to know if I know French. No, I do not know French. Oui, oui. That's it. No other French in my vocabulary. Sorry, buddy. All right, let's see what's going on for my Sagittarians. Ooh, chop wood. Are we working? Work, 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 work. Maybe some of us have to work this weekend. I have to work this weekend. Let's see. Who's working this weekend? Treasure Island. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you're working because it's worth it. Right? Treasure Island. This is, you do the work, you get paid. So I'm feeling like you're doing the work that you need to be doing and you're being rewarded. I love that. These two have come together because your work is paying off. Truly paying off. Even if it's hard. Because here it's just like, but I'm not having fun. You know what? I know work isn't always fun. Sometimes even if we're doing the work that we love, it does eventually turn into a job. And then we have to get out of the job part and make it magical again, remembering why we love what we do. But yeah, the work you're doing is really going to pay off. So if it hasn't, I feel like it will. And maybe you'll start to see here real soon. Wouldn't that be nice? Let's do it sooner than later. That'd be a great manifestation. All right, let's see. Sagittarius, what does the tarot have to say for you? By the way, I'm using the Spellcaster's Tarot in the event anybody needs to know. All right, let's see. Sagittarius, what's going on with my Sagittarians? Grateful, thankful for the messages from my Saggies for the current energies of this weekend. Just 72 hours. Not a long period of time, people. All right, we've got the Four of Cups. I've seen you a couple times. All right, so Four of Cups. We are not satisfied. We're a little bored here. Four of Cups. You're not having fun. We saw that in the Oracle card. Moon card. And, I feel as if you are just really wanting, some kind of direction as to, am I on the right course? Am I really where I'm supposed to be? Here we have the Two of Wands. Am I supposed to be going down another road? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? I think there's a lot of questions of like, is this ever going to pay off? All right. And I just said that. If you are doing work, Sagittarius, and you're just not feeling a payoff, it's going to pay off. I saw that. And if you're already getting it paid off, I think you're kind of wondering, it's just like, is this it? And I feel like, it's one of these things, maybe, in our work, we reach a level, right? And we're very comfortable in this level and everything's going along real good, but we're getting bored, right? So maybe some of you get a little bored with what it is you are doing. Like I said, you're not feeling, the happiness and the passion and how fun it used to be. But now this is asking you, maybe we need to take it up a notch. Maybe we need to take it to the next level. What can we do to turn this around, make it a little bit more exciting? So I feel as if this is what this Four of Cups is contemplating. What can I do to bring the fun, bring the joy, bring life back into what it is I do? Because all work and no play, that doesn't make for a happy day, does it? So I feel like for you, Sagittarius, you're really contemplating your next move. And look, it's a big move. The Empress. This is the Empress, your work, what you're doing. I mean, you are Treasure Island. I mean, what you are doing is really manifesting into something really big. All right? But you don't feel good. There's something missing. So now you've got to find the balance. All right? And, just because you're in a situation where you work, all right? And maybe this is your own business. It's time for it to grow. It's time for you to hire a good manager who can manage the way you want them to manage so that you can take off and enjoy the riches that you have. It's really time to find the people to fit in the places that you have created. Because when we think about what we do in life, we create all these different seats for people to do this job and this job to make your vision work, right? Well, now you replace somebody into that position of the work part and you find yourself in a new thing. This is how businesses grow. So I feel like you're in a growth spurt right now. So it will pay off. It will pay off big time. All right, keep going. I know it's not fun. Work is work. The grunge, you know, but do the grunge work now so that you can enjoy later. All right, just got to think of it that way. We all have to go to work. All right, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Let's turn our attention to my Capricorns. Capricorn, what's going on, Cappies? Grateful, thankful for all you guys out there. My name is S. Hello. S what? Just S? I know somebody named SC. Just S. Do we have another initial? Just S. Okay. Nice to meet you, S. All right, Capricorn, what's going on? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. And the masks are coming off. Okay, I feel like you're working with someone. Not well either. So here we have all that glitters and we have co-create, right? And then in the middle of these two cards, we have the building blocks coming up upside down. So I feel like the masks are starting to come off and you're starting to see that this connection, this partnership, it's not working, is it? I think it went in, you know, with guns loaded, but there is some trouble, all right? When we have instability in our structure, things crumble, right? So I feel like when we have this card here, all that glitters, we see two masks on here. Once they come off and we start to really see, and I almost feel like, and I have to just say this because it's what's coming to mind, it's like somebody who, or this person you work with, they put themselves above you, even though you are the brains. Because here we have this owl, and then here they are up here, this leopard. You know, so I'm just feeling, and they're above you. And I just feel like you're starting to see that, you know, they're not treating you as an equal. Nope. They're not treating you as an equal. And here we have this card of flexibility coming out. And I think you've been flexible. I think you've been bending. But I think you're starting to see the cracks in this partnership. So let's turn to the tarot and see if it has any questions. Time for a nap is at the bottom. So I'm almost feeling like it's one of those things where you just kind of watch right now rather than really kind of say, hey, this and this and this is going down. I think you're starting to just see the cracks, right? I don't see you addressing them, but the breakdown is starting to happen and it's been building, all right? You know, it's like, you know, if things aren't working and you're starting to feel like, you know, this isn't working out very good. I'm doing all the work, because that's another part of this. You're doing all the work, and they're getting all the praise. And that's not right either. You know, a team is a team. There is no I in team, right? All right, let's see. Capricorn, what's going on with you? Hierophant. This could be a marriage. This could be a marriage. 8 of Cups. And here again, we see, you know, the crumbling aspect. We have the 8 of Cups. This is usually somebody walking away. But here we see you looking at the cup, not necessarily walking away. And there's still 1 cup standing. So I feel like, you know, what this is telling me is just like, you know, you're too far in it with this person to just throw it all away. But can it be saved? Can we stop these cracks from continuing and rebuild from where, you know, we left off? So here we have the 8 of Swords. So it's really time. I feel like this weekend, you're really going to be contemplating all of this. Like, are we going to be able to turn this around and to fix this? Or what do we need to do? But I feel like when we have the 8 of Swords coming up reverse, you step out of your head and bring it out into the open. So I am feeling like there could be some kind of a conversation that goes down about work, our relationship, the home. You know, there's just something that you guys just aren't on the same page about. And I think this weekend is one of those weekends where you guys talk about it. All right. So that's what I got for you guys. Now moving on to my Aquarians. How are my Aquarians? You guys still out there in the chat, or did y'all disappear? Hello out there. All right, really thankful for all of you coming in. I really appreciate it. And I love it when the chat starts moving. But let's see what's going on for all my Aquarians for the next 72 hours. Take what works, leave what does not. Oh, good. And I can count on you, right? All right, let's see what's going on for all my Aquas. Grateful, thankful for my Aquas. Aquarians, what's going on for the next 72 hours? Ooh. All right, we have a few things. God, this is going to be a hard weekend, all right? I feel like a lot of things just have to get tied up. We have message in a bottle that comes up reversed, and then we have breathe coming up reversed. And then we have truth be told. Oh. I'm like, oh no, what's going to happen? All right, message in a bottle coming up reversed. I feel like we're going to get a message that we don't really like this weekend, a real truth. All right? A real truth that we don't really want to hear. But guess what? You need to hear whatever it is that's going to be said to you. All right? Because there's been a lot of chaos, a lot of conflict. And I think words of truth, whether we want to hear them or not, we have to hear them. All right? And we can hear them and get angry and walk away and tell, cuss them out and this and that. But we have heard the truth, right? So I feel like something is coming down this weekend, Aquarius. And I feel like it comes out of nowhere. TikTok reversed. You weren't ready for it. Whatever this news is. So brace yourself. And let's hope nothing happens. All right, let's see what's going on for all my Aquarians according to the tarot. Grateful, thankful for each one of you. Hit that like button. Really helps me out. All right, let's see what's going on for all of my Aquarians. Okay, Aquarians. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, Aquarians. First card out, Ace of Wands to the Knight of Cups. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right. If you've been waiting for somebody, okay, and you've been really hoping, that quite possibly this person will ask you out. Oh, I think they'll ask you out, but it's not because they want to go out with you. All right. They'll ask you out for a one-night stand, and then you'll be left waiting. So I feel like either some of you could get stood up or blown off. If you are going out and about, somebody who I think you thought was into you, maybe you realize that they're not. I just don't like the energy here because I feel as if this Knight of Cups and this Ace of Wands, it's like this is only somebody who just wants to get somebody in bed. This is not anybody who wants a relationship. And I feel like you've been really waiting for somebody special. And somebody might catch your attention, but I'm telling you, he's not the one. He's not going to be the one. So if you do hook up with someone this weekend, but just know this could just be a one-night thing. This might not lead to anything. So if you're good with that, go for it. If you're not good with that, well then, just you've been warned. All right, so then we have the Magician to the Temperance card reversed. So again, I feel as if this is one of these energies where, this guy doesn't have a lot of patience. He wants to know whether or not you're going to bite or not, are we going to go to bed or we're not? So I'm really feeling like there is somebody hitting on you hard because this guy, he is pointing at this card. Look at him. He's like, am I going to be able to get this person or not? And I feel like he doesn't. I don't think, I feel like you're wise enough to, not fall for it. But yeah, it's exciting. It's fun that somebody's really interested, but that's a very shallow energy. And I just don't want you to hook up with somebody who's shallow. Unless you just want to hook up, then why not? But I feel as if you're better off waiting for somebody who's got a little bit more substance. All right? Because I think another potential person would be much better for you that is not this guy. All right? So, moving on. That was one of the most exciting kind of weekends that has come through out of all of the signs. All right, let's see what's going on with my Pisces. Last but not least, Pisces. Maybe next time I'll start with you. Because, it's like I get tired. And sometimes I feel like I sell you guys short, and I don't want to do that. I want to give you guys as good a reading as everybody else gets. All right, so let's see what the next 72 hours look like for all my Pisces. Oh, we got a few people in the house. I'm down to my last sign, so when I finish, if you guys have questions, throw them out there. I got all my cards out. I'm happy to read. All right, Pisces, what's going on with you? Your card is clean it up, fork in the road. All right. I feel like this is an either or. Either you clean your act up or you hit the road. So you might be saying this to somebody or somebody is saying this to you. But I feel as if, yeah, listen, bud, you got to get your act together or you can't stay here anymore. So I am feeling like there's a situation that you've been really wanting to kind of get rid of, but you've been really flexible. Maybe you've got a couch potato sitting on your couch. But I'm just feeling like there is a situation in your home that says either you clean it up or you get out. And you know, sometimes when we see this, this is about ourselves. You know, sometimes we got to clean ourselves up or we got to go down a different road, you know, and we have choices. We can continue doing what we're doing and it could land us down a really bad road, or we can stop and clean our act up and go down another road, right? So I feel like that's the energy that's coming through for you for this weekend, Pisces. But let's see what the tarot has to say. Really grateful for you guys. Hit that like button. All right, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. My Pisces, what's going on for the next 72 hours? Grateful, thankful for these messages. What's going on for all of my Pisces? Healing. I'm feeling a sense of healing. That's good. See, and again, it goes with, you know, when there's energies around us that are sucking our energy, those energy vampires, and I feel like you got one of those in your house, and it's like, and, you know, or you're doing something that's doing that to you. So let's see, what is going on for you, Pisces? We've got the King of Swords, Three of Cups reversed, Seven of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. I feel like we're talking about, there could be some business around the home. You know, because here we have the King of Swords. This is somebody who's very serious, right? This isn't somebody who beats around the bush. When they have something to say, they're going to tell you. They're going to be very direct. And they're usually going to know what they're talking about, all right? And then we have the Three of Cups. So this person could be coming right out and really kind of saying that, you know, maybe what you're doing is what's causing the root of this unhappiness. Because we do see a lot of disharmony, unhappiness around a situation with a few people. And I have the Seven of Swords and the Three of Cups. And I'm just wondering if there's like 3 people, it could be more, it could be 4 people, but just a handful of people. And there's one person that's involved who is not to be trusted. Just not to be trusted. And I think you know who it is. And for some of you, I'm actually seeing legal action might be taken against this person. This could be somebody who you work with. Whatever it is, it's serious. Like I told you, this guy, he's serious. And then we have the King of Pentacles. So I feel as if maybe, you know, these 2 men, you know, this guy, the King of Pentacles, says, what am I supposed to do? Maybe somebody comes to you about a situation where maybe you feel like somebody, and it could be, you know, I feel like it's a sticky situation, delicate. You have to be careful how you walk. Because this person, if they're in your house and you need to get them out, I feel like they're taking something from you and you may know this. And if they're stealing from you and, you know, you might be seeking counsel. All right, so be careful of that, Pisces. That's such a specific reading. But like I said, it's just for the next 72 hours. So, I mean, you may actually meet up with somebody to say, what do I do about this person? I can't get them out of my house, or I can't get them out of, maybe it's, you know, you're a landlord and they're a tenant, maybe you're a tenant and they're a landlord. Do you know what I mean? Like there's some kind of legal thing going on of where you don't know how to get somebody out. Anyway, that's the weekend for you, Pisces. I hope you have fun, though, aside from all of that. But I'm going to turn my attentions to Anna. Anna's out there. She shows up faithfully for a question because she's smart, right? Why not ask? All right, I'm wondering about my family. How are we going in health and to be regarding health and future eyes. Let's just take a look at your family. Let's see what your family looks like, because I don't know what that word is. All right, I'm using another deck. We're using the Everyday Witch Tarot to check on Anna's family. She wants to know about her family and how are they going? Ten of Swords, Three of Swords, and the Magician. All right, so we're going to start here with this Ten of Swords, Anna. I feel like something's coming to an end. I mean, when we see the 10, this is the end. All right, it's over. So something is coming to an end. We do see that it's almost like somebody, you know, they made their last hit and they took off. But now I see the sun. My focus is really on the sun. So I like that whatever has happened, it's really come to an end. And now we have to deal with the healing. All right, this is the Three of Swords. There's a lot of pain. There's a lot of hurt. We do see that there's a journal here. You know, somehow we have to start figuring out how to process all of this hurt and all of this pain. So somehow we're going to have to figure out, how do we pull these swords out? And at what, you know, like, how is that going to happen? Do you seek therapy? Do you just, you know, write in your journal every day? And let me tell you, morning pages is great for this. That's 3 pages every morning. Just write. And it doesn't matter what comes through your head. And listen, when I first started doing it, I cussed all the way through 3 pages. So, you know, however you can get whatever pain is inside, outside will be really great for you. Now, here's the good news. Your final outcome here is that of the Magician. All right. So, you know, things moving forward are going to be very good. It's almost as if the things you want, the things you manifest, this Magician is actually in motion manifesting. So I feel as if there is something much better manifesting already for you. So you've got all the tools, you've got everything you need. You just need to use them and moving forward. But I see a really good future with this. This is a wonderful card to come out because it's a major arcana as well. You know, so, and it's also about, you know, this card follows the Fool. Following the Fool, the next card is that of the Magician. You take off and now you take your tools out and you make them work for you. So good things coming for you, Anna. All right? Really good things. The worst is over. And look, bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Cups reversed. Really, the worst is over. And now you can start to embrace a brand new beginning. So I like it for you, Anna. Really like it very much. All right. Anybody else out there? Oh, I do want to shout out to Pamela. If you turn up, I want to really thank you for your donation. Really appreciate it. You have no idea how donations really help me out. Really, this is the only way I make a living, and I don't make a very big living off of it, but it's what I do. So anyway, any donations really help me out. So Pamela, thank you from the bottom of my heart. All right, so Anna, I wish you much luck. I'm really happy to see what's coming ahead. Just keep your focus on the prize and that bright sun. All right, is there anybody else out there? If anybody else is out there wants a quick card pull, I'm happy to do that. We've got 4 people. I see 4 people. Who's the next brave one? Anyone? No one. Well, maybe next week. Or maybe I'll come back on Sunday. I don't know. It depends how my weekend goes. I don't even know how my weekend goes. So anyway, I hope you guys are all well. Enjoy yourselves. Above all, enjoy yourself. Life is to be lived and to be enjoyed. So let's just work around sometimes the tough spots and just really find the happiness every day. All right, so I'll see you guys all later. And like I said, enjoy the weekend. And yeah, ciao. Bye now.